Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson, and today I just wanted to talk to you about a couple of things real quick. I wanted to show you two of my new favorite EDC knives. One that I've been carrying for, I don't know, probably 4 months, and it may go into the category of my favorite knife of all time. I really like it a lot. And the next one is a fairly new knife that I just got, and so I'll show you that as well. Before we get started, I just wanted to also touch base with you on the topic of audiobooks. Now, Audible is a company that I have an affiliate relationship with, and I usually will throw the link, down in the description below where you can sign up for Audible. If you do, I think it's like $15 a month, and then that gives you one free credit towards a book, every month. And you get 30 days free if you sign up using the link, and then that helps me. I think they give me $15, I think. I'm not sure. But what I have found is that audiobooks are a really, really cool way to get information about survival, prepping, self-defense, any kind of topic that you can imagine. Audible has got those on there. And what I do is I listen to Audible on my way to and from work. So I get a couple hours a day of it, and I end up reading, or not reading, but listening to a couple of books a week usually. I mean, I use it quite a lot. And I just want to throw out a couple of recommendations for you guys on Audible that I have recently listened to. Patriots by James Wesley Rawls. Patriots, Founders, and Liberators, I think, are all the ones in the series, or he's got several in that series. And he does a really good job. He's the author of survivalblog.com, and he does a really good job of incorporating fact into a novel. So he puts a lot of good survival and prepping information, a lot of stuff about building a retreat and hardening a retreat or a bug out location. Talks a lot about tactics and firearms and all that kind of stuff. And so I really can't recommend that enough. I think he's got a very interesting vision about a possible scenario that could happen as far as an economic collapse. So I highly recommend that you guys take a look at that. The second one is Equipping Modern Patriots by John Hollerman. And John Hollerman is a former SEER classmate of mine. We were both in class 9702 at Fairchild Air Force Base, and he has written a couple of books, two in the series of Equipping Modern Patriots, and both of them were really good as well. And he kind of centered that story on the Northeast, up where he lives, and the potential or the possibility of an EMP happening. And whereas James Wesley Rawls was kind of in the Northwest and Idaho and that kind of thing. So geographically they're different, but very similar storylines. Basically, a widespread grid down type collapse and all that kind of stuff. And so his books were really good as well. I was surprised to see just how good of a writer he was, because I remember him back in class, and I just never pictured him as like this academic guy. But he really is. He's done a great job. I think he's got a job doing consulting and stuff like that now, and he's even working on a third book in the series too. So I would recommend that you guys take a look at those two sections of book, or genres of book, or whatever, those titles. And like I said, I'll have some links in the description below where you guys can check that out. But it's good. What I found is it's interesting listening to these kind of books, because prior to listening to these series, I wasn't a apocalyptic fiction kind of guy. But what I have found is that through listening to these, it has helped me to realize some of the areas of my own prepping that I need to shore up. Some of the stuff that I should take a look at and maybe beef up on my own and that kind of thing. So I find it useful. I find it useful, and it's entertaining too. It's actually pretty entertaining, and you kind of can relate to the things that people are going through because you have a similar mindset to how you would deal with situations like that. So it's kind of cool. Anyway, with that, let's go ahead and I'll just show you these knives real quick. This is, like I said, going to be probably in the top all-time favorite knives. This is the SCHRADE, what is it, 602TI. SCHRADE 8, I think it's 802. Yeah, 802 Ti. And I think this came out in 2014 or 2015. It's not new for 2016, I know that. But just a really sharp looking knife, and it's just been super functional. It's very smooth. It opens, you know, nicely, and it's got a nice positive. It's a frame lock knife. It's got a nice positive lock on there. And like I said, I've been using it hard for about 4 months or so, and I haven't sharpened it yet. It's made of D2 tool steel, so it's a little bit more expensive than some of the other SCHRADE knives. I don't remember a price right off the top of my head, but I'll stick it here in the video. It's got like a titanium coating on it. I think that's what the TI stands for, is a titanium coating, because it kind of has that look to it. And I'm not sure of what the blade material is. I will have to annotate that as well. But here's the thing that I really like about this. The thing that's hard to get right on an EDC knife is the clip. And this clip has worked great. I can wear it in business pants and suit pants. I can wear it in blue jeans. I can wear it in cargo pants. In pretty much any, you know, configuration, I can wear it. I find a lot of knives will have a hard time with, you know, maybe a suit pants because it's too aggressive, or it's too tight for like a really thick cargo pants or something like that. But this one fits very well in all of them, and it rides nice and deep, and I can't recommend it to you guys enough. So this is not really a test. I've tested it over the last 4 months. I've been cutting drywall and landscape fabric and you name it. I mean, around the house and stuff like that. I have used it to be, you know, cutting on it. I trash my EDC knives. I mean, I use them hard for everything, and this one has just really stood up to the test of time, and I can't recommend it enough. So with that, let's take a look at the other one. Now this one I haven't carried very much. This is another new one for SCHRADE for 2016, and it is pretty cool. They call it the SCH221BK, and with this one, I just like the way that it looks and the way that it feels. You know, right off the bat. I mean, that's the thing that I'm liking about it so far. Now, I can't comment on the performance of it right now because I really haven't carried it enough. It's a liner lock knife, but you know, it seems to get a good lockup, and it's very smooth. Kind of flip it open. Give you a little closer look at it here. It's a really pretty knife, and just the right size too. The clip seems to do well from what I've only worn it in a couple of different pairs of cargo pants and blue jeans, but it seems to do very nicely. Got a little thumb stud on it. It's also got some jimping in the back of the knife, and I'm not sure what these scales are made of, but they're you know, rigid enough that you can feel them, but they're not really, you know, so rigid that it's uncomfortable or anything like that. Just a really sharp knife though, and I will definitely do a follow-up video on this one once I've had a chance to use it a little bit more and stuff like that. I'll also have the links down in the description below where you guys can check these out from SCHRADE, you know, see if you're interested in them. Anyhow guys, as always, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys. And click the Audible link below. Help me out. Thanks.
One of my biggest time wasters is driving to and from work every day. I can't text, I can't email, it's boring, and it wastes my time. But I started using Audible, listening to audiobooks as I drive. Audible gave me back 2 hours per day, and I love it. Click the link in the description below to get 30 days free, plus a free audiobook from audible.com when you sign up for the service.